these stories have to keep being told. It's so important. These moments are significant for the course of life for us, right? Sarah was a big piece of change for us historically, and we have to keep these stories going. I want the women to know the story, and for our board to know the story, and to know this part of her why, and why she can, why she will, why we can overcome. Like, I have this Sarah in me. I had, when I was a little girl, there was a Sarah in me. And so we got to keep telling those stories. The girls to know their value and know their power in their voice, right? And so 100% we have to keep these stories going. It's a beautiful story. A story of hope, a story of faith, a story of believing. She had so many odds stacked against her. Being a young girl, being a girl of color, in that time. We don't even know what it's like to be in that time. But I can only imagine, right? And so to have a big voice, I think for me, what it showed me was the power of like how God is the ultimate faith show. He has the ultimate faith show. He is the ultimate judge. He is the ultimate ruler. Because that was a skillful thing for Sarah. To have that much conviction and confidence in her conviction and to be able to push through even fighting past your parents. Speaking loud to your parents like you were 11 years old. You can't tell me that's not right. Right? So I really love that spiritual part of it. You guys know Russ and I were very spiritual and really believe in the power of, what God and Jesus can do and the power of faith, man. If they can't take a side and much to see the mountain. And I think what Sarah did, she was confident in her faith. That was a really good encouraging job. And she was supposed to be in this world. Sarah was supposed to be who she was. It's just another reminder of his beautiful work. And how he touched anything, any noise, he touched the impossible, he makes the possible impossible, that kind of thing. And that also David in your life, right? Yes. Like he was a tiny little boy, was able to stand up to not just one white man, but a myriad of them. Yeah. And he also has agency. For me, that was the most impressive part, that he had agency. And to be honest, which part of Ciara resonates most with you? Is it the spicy attitude? Is it her faith? Is it her having agency? Which part really kind of you connect with in regards to Ciara? I think first I want to say, that you can't let us say be loud. Because one thing that we need to remember when our story is being told is told over again. There's always one part of the story that is always being told, either for the better or for the worse. But I think this movie just really highlights how this story almost actually how it was, not just highlighting all the good parts in the story. Because the Sarah always thought what she got, bringing people in the audience today, even me, we would feel that connection. She's not facing any struggles. She can't really relate. But when you see someone fall down and they get up, that's what you can relate to. Because we all have our own personal struggles that we still have to get back up again. Brush ourselves off and say, okay, let me try again. And we think that most life music is directed into bereavement, faithful, faithfulness and love for his family and for her friends and for community. Because at the end of the day, her community is with him. One body is stronger, but 10 times the amount of people stronger. Come on. Amen. This is really a young preteen girl. You can tell us, she's really 25. So she's making my eyes water. She makes me proud. Wow. I can't wait to see all that you do because
not only are you incredible as an actor, but just you as a really tiny human, you're just magnificent. Really, that's the word that comes to mind. It's hearing you speak and your poise, your presence, your intelligence. So thank you for just existing in this world. You need more
Yes.
people who use this project. If you didn't exist, this wouldn't have happened. We would have known the unfulfilled story. And I think it's such an important part of our history because he's the first, not the second or the third, the first little black girl in America to play a millionaire. And no one else, except the very up the family wall, has ever heard this story. And it is really important that people know the truth.
Yeah, indeed. Well, speaking of knowing the truth, what brought you guys to the project? How did it come to you?
Well, we were super excited. Our line of new production, to be able to partner with the team and Team Story, so many others, and just everybody who put this together. We were really fired up about it. I think that for us in particular, we really want to tell, and for me, yeah, we really want to tell about why we production. We really want to tell inspirational faith-based content. Content that's going to move people. As you guys, I think I said the part of the movie, just sitting here watching the theaters with you all, just seeing all the actors. In each moment, and I think the best part too is just seeing that God moved you all through the movie. I love the part where mom's in the house and it's like, no, this is God gave it to us. We didn't get it back. I think so. Like, I just think that sometimes I know from my mom, my dad, Ciara's mom, dad, God gave us something and give it back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's motivational. But like we were passionate when we heard about the story and to read about it and everything else. We were fascinated because we want our kids to dream, we want other kids to dream, we want you to dream, and you were able to do that in such a beautiful way. And I think if you ever work with spiritually, if you ever work with people that are in spiritual alignment with you, in your producing and making a movie as like Ciara's Oil, I think that's the part that goes to my joy. I was talking to somebody earlier, asking a question on the discussion earlier, and they were saying, you and Ciara doing, movies and putting one of these productions, and how did this all start? And I said to them, I said, well, the first time me and Ciara ever met, I'm kind of bold. And I said, what's on your bucket list? What's on your bucket list? And one of the things she said, I want to start a school, I want to be a foundation. We talked about doing, our own production company. And we've done all three.
Wow.
Woo!
You gotta say that's the one you can do our line of foundations, you gotta want to be productions and stuff. Our real first real big feature film being Ciara's Oil with you, a young black star who's gonna have many years of success on film. I just think that it's you're one of the most amazing individuals. And be able to sit here on stage with you, I just can't wait to get some photos like 20, 30 years from now. Yeah, you okay? That's my stuff.
Yes.
But this is just, we were fired up to do this because of the intent to really glorify God, really glorify Ciara's family, and just to worship, man. This really to me is about worship, it's about praise, it's about love, it's about forgiveness. It's about people coming together, black and white. It's about just telling the story of a young black girl who was, the first one to ever become a millionaire. But also a girl who, like I said, put her ear to the ground, just let the spirit run through her and say, you know what, there's oil down here. There's something special down here. There's something special within me. And so that's why we did it. And it was a no-brainer. As soon as we read it and thought about it, our whole team wanted production and Zach and Jordan Farmer and all the team, our team, Ciara and I, and everybody internal, we were no-brainer for us to do.
And Ciara, you mentioned right after you, the name of the production was also to the foundation. So, and that's in perfect alignment with Ciara as well. So again, like you said, it does really feel like it's purposeful and it is God that has his hand all over this project and you guys being a part of it. Tell us a little bit about IIC and how it plays into that.
Yeah, the why mentality is real. We all have that our why mentality when we have big dreams and goals and when we face adversity and when things, they're bigger than us and impossible. That why not me mentality is so necessary. You have to be like, you have to say to yourself, why not me? So that correlation is real. It goes back to that makes an impact. You just keep that message going. And I think that when you watch this film, it does spark that. Why not me? Yeah. Like, why can't I overcome something that seems so much bigger? Why can't I, like, make this thing that I have happen? Why can't I do what they say I can't do? Why can't I and to overcome the impossible? Why not? Why not you? So it's direct correlation, as you said, in reference to a story. And we love it when it happens like that. If you get something good, it's going to happen, and so, yeah.
Yeah, and Cindy, what was it like when you heard that these two amazing folks are going to be executive producers on the film?
Thanks. I'm going to be honest. I did not know that.
Is it because you're not involved in pop culture that much? You don't have social media? Tell me, like, what's the show?
So, in school, I only came across, there's a few kids in the class that don't have any phones. And I was dropping the bomb on you. Um, I love music in general. But I've never really and even you guys now, you guys are really kind and talented people. And I'm glad to be working on these film projects with you.
Yes.
I also want to piggyback off what you said earlier. Um, some people look at this at themselves in the mirror and they tell themselves physically and mentally that they can do what they want to do today, whether it's just getting out of bed. They tell themselves that they can't nail that interview for the job they wanted for so long. But you can't. You need strength from other people, but you also need that strength from yourself to just get up. Even if it's just getting out of bed and putting on your clothes. Not even stepping out to do it. Just getting ready.
Amen. Yes. It starts near.
To getting that job. To be the first step for climbing that rock wall. That's the one you just don't want to see. So yeah, that's what my mom did.
Wow. Okay, so when you got clearly y'all are supposed to be in business together. Y'all in total alignment. This is really like ordained, don't you feel?
100%. Without a doubt. Oh yeah. 100%.
So powerful. So
Well,
powerful.
I think it's talking of alignment. I also wanted to shout out to our partners. I mentioned the top, but I think, when we were talking about our YG productions, we were like, we really want to work with faith-based, inspirational production companies as well. So I just wanted to shout out, Queen Story, faith-based company as well. Columbia Project as well, done some amazing things with all those guys. And then really Amazon Engineering Studios.
Yes.
They've done an amazing job of saying, hey, we want to tell more faith-based stories. when we think about creating companies and doing things, let's make sure it's perfect behind it. You know what I mean? Like, let's say we see something, let's make sure that we're glorifying God, giving the glory. I think we're able to do that. I think that's why it's so much in the film, because it's the right spirit alignment.
And now we know why Ciara's prayer works. It's so inspiring overall. And I just want you guys to give the folks in the audience some takeaways, because we do have a mission here. We have to make sure that people are coming out to see Ciara's oil, and we need to make sure that people are not shying away because it is historical. Because as you see, we all laugh in here. Yes, it's very entertaining. Yes, it's inspiring. Yes, it's faith-based, but it's also entertainment. So there's nothing to be afraid of, and you're not going to like feel depressed when you leave. But I'll let you get to say it in your own words. Why do people come out and see Saturday?
I think people should come out and enjoy it because first, it's really fun. It's really exciting, and also it's just phenomenal. I think it's really amazing, and I'm not saying that this is not amazing, but it won't hurt you to get out and see this, and if anyone who watching this right now, get out and see it because if you're feeling sad or you just don't want to move, I think this is a good place to go and just go see it. And this is a story that you can bring to your friends and you can be like, hey, I know this person. And they're like, what do you mean? I mean, you can recommend it to them too. It's just a cycle that goes on and on. So share this story, go out in November 2nd, and be excited and hopeful and just ecstatic after you do it.
Yes.
I think that the reason why I think people should go see it, and adding on to what you're saying, I think that first of all, we love a story of empowerment. We love a story of faith. We love a story about love and forgiveness. A story that, as you mentioned, at the end of the movie, you're in an all-time high. And I think the movie does a great, great job of that. I think also too, it's great for me. It's Ciara and I was looking forward to this night. You're on the same page. Anyway, I think a big part of this is just you can bring a kid and film that. I have kids haven't seen it, just going to learn more. They haven't seen it yet, so we plan on having a little date night with them and bringing them and just sharing this moment that they're a part of this group, that they're really a big part of our inspiration of why we did the film, why we want to be a part of it. So I just think that it's the story that's going to hopefully do some big things. And to be able to do this with Amazon, as I said, but to get people on these seats and just fellowship together. This is what God is saying. It's like fellowship. And we can do amazing things through sport, through music, through fashion. We can also do it through production and movies and telling stories. And this story, most importantly, for Black culture is significant because a young Black girl named Ciara at the age of 11 years old who overcomes every challenge, all the courtrooms, all the people trying to steal from her. It battles racism, battles hate, somebody trying to kill her and her family and everything else. She overcomes all of that. And the only way she overcomes that is by giving to God. And so this story is us. This story is American history. And it's a story of wealth. And the story is just overcoming it. A whole lot of God in it. So that's why you see it. And tell all these things about it.
I think Maya and Russ said it all. But I just see the beauty of when we all come together, because if you think about the dynamic of birth, right, in Sarah's world, in that time, for him to stand up and to take this young girl under his wing and boldly do it and not care and understand who he was in the universe and he used power to bring us together and to support us, that time period. That is so significant for so many reasons. So the beautiful thing is that it's not limited to people that respect us on the stage, it's for everyone. And as Russ mentioned, her family coming together. I think there's an educational opportunity. I think that our daughter Ciara, she's just 8 years old, but I know some of y'all know real Kiki. She is a very confident, fearless young girl, and I can't wait to sit down with her and show her this film, double down on her confidence and think she can have within herself. So there's the different angles from, the parent side of it to the child side of it. This really kind of speaks to everyone, not one person's left out. So I love the beauty of that. And it is, as I mentioned, it's good history, and so you have to look at his phone, to another place, to another room, repost the pieces that you are taking on your phone tonight. Repost, the Sarah's oil on Instagram, repost clips there because they're really beautiful pieces that the team put together to give you a nice little overview of what you were seeing from. But we have to, as a collective, not just as one race, as a collective, we have to keep stories going. We need them, how beautiful it is. History is so beautiful, right? It's so beautiful when our kids come home, probably talking about different things they learned about in school that predated them, like, way back. And then having, like, actually being knowledgeable about it. There's something so beautiful about that. So that rich history is important that we keep that going. And especially in a time like the time we're living in, we need to do this now more than ever. Yeah. We need to keep the stories going. We have to, right?
To compose it.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, Black history is American history. So this is a story for everyone. For everyone. But I just want, I would be remiss if I didn't say, shout out to all the Black media that is in this room. It's coming towards you now more than ever before. If you notice in the film, I don't know if you guys really understood the impact when the NAACP down and when they went to that judge's office and they said, the newspapers, the Black newspapers are here and they're writing about it and they're covering it. Ciara's story would not have been so successful if they had not gotten press. And what press they did initially? Black press. And you guys are very important. So I want to say thank you. Yeah. Yeah, and they're good stuff. And they support everyone on the stage as well. So we definitely thank you. But yeah, please go out, make sure you tell everyone. Such an important film. And again, this is a film for everyone. It has an entry point for everyone. So we want to make sure that we get more of these films made. And the only way we do that is by coming out and letting the folks know through our dollars, right? And through our feeling and doing that we want to do more.
Reposting. And I just want to say, Maya, one more time. I love to get this moment. I know Russ and we're never going to forget this moment.
Well, yeah, because you know she's going to be a huge star.
Oh,
Yeah, we knew her well.
Yeah, it's just amazing. It's so amazing to be signed, Maya. Really excited for you and your family ahead. Honestly, I really, it's always hard sometimes when you see something features and encounter someone so special like that. You try to gather your words and describe what you see, but, it's very special, and so it's excited for this journey ahead, and yeah, it's been fun watching you sign, yeah.
Now, we were asking y'all so as well. Do you have any advice for her?
I don't know if Naya, you said no advice. You had advice for me. I don't even say honestly, Naya, appreciate you. I was saying when I was saying her, I'm like, Naya is Sarah, and Sarah is you. That thing I was kind of feeling, I think that for your character, but also just who you are, sitting on the stage, you keep walking confidently in your voice. you're already well ahead of yourself. So keep walking boldly in that. I would say, I used to always have this mentality, like a young girl, kind of, I love having mushrooms all over. I never believed in sick. I never believed in trying to back to one group. I believe that is my friendship, and you carry that energy to me. It's like the world of flashing eyes. I heard you say, but you never have to be big for your side sitting in the room. You can't out and of that.
Yes.
So I would just say, you just keep on walking boldly in the footsteps of good times every time you step. Keep on believing in yourself and keep on saying those words. You have so much power in your voice, and I look at that as giving you too. Right now, to give you talk because I know the impact that you have even on prayer. And you don't have to say, well, I feel motivated as a parent against that mama. I feel very motivated to talking to you. So I would basically recognize clearly this is your mama and you feel something right. But just, keep doing you and you're going to be well on your way. You're starting out very strong, my dear. Yeah.
I would add to that too. I think, as a father and a person who has 2 daughters, 2 boys, the husband, as a young black man who's trying to make it every day, I think, the thing that I would say to you, I know you can never get and share my guys really stuff with you guys what you would. Sit on the beach and say, hey, I want to, like, be married because yeah, I said, before you say yes, you have to say yes. But, if you just put 2 guys and say no, that's all it matters. And so, I think the same thing for you. I want to say that to you, that Tom knows it for you. Through your journey of all the highs you're going to have. And some of those lows and adversity going to come at some point in your life. But I want you to know that it's important that you keep God at the center of everything. And I think the woman sitting to your right, Ciara, she does a really amazing job of that. And I get to see that in the reflection of who God is using her every day as a vessel. But I think you're going to be a vessel to lead throughout everything that you do. And every word that you speak and everything that you do in your life is going to be, if you keep that spiritual woman I was talking about earlier, is going to be used. And there's in the Bible, a city on a hill can't be hidden.
Hmm.
You are a bright, bright light, right? And just make sure that nobody else has to see your light. And I would say that when you go into a room, the whole room is dark, right? And when you walk into it, the whole room's dark. And that's who you are. And you're going to walk into spaces that sometimes are dark, and sometimes wherever that may be, you're going to be the part that's going to light that. And it's great for you that you never been your life. So you need every little piece of it to hold back in there. And I just think it's important to use there's all the things about it. I always say this to my son Peter, he's got 10 talents, and he's a terrible talent, 10, 5, 1. And God praises the one that uses all 10. If you have 5, use all 5.
Mm-hmm.
They don't hold back the one. So I think it's important you use all 10 of your talents. And that's your word, that's your body language, that's how you walk into a room, that's how you do amazing films like this, and the decisions you make as well. Just how much God can bless you because you have overflow. I really believe that, and I'm sharing that, and I'm sharing that with you today. It's important on the stage, and you're just at the beginning to know that. That's it. So, I just want to share that.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Hashtag Ciara Soil. Ciara's Oil Film. And make sure that you're populating social media with this. November 7th, you want to really get it going and
November 7th.
Come out. And before we are going to ask everyone to stand for a selfie, and then I'm going to sing a little fun TikTok that was laughing at. So everyone, you want to tell me the TikTok now? I'm going to go ahead and do you want to I love that idea. Let's do that. So the TikTok that we are going to do, you guys may or may not have seen this backup dancer. So you guys are going to know backup dancer. I was going to pretend to lead the backup dancers, and then I did hear that you guys are backup dancers and ordered to see Ciara's oil for everyone.
Woo!
Okay, so first one was selfie.
Hey guys.
Turn around.
We'll do a video this time, okay? We in New York City, Sarah Boyle.
Also want to be a part of the snow process, so that event is so cool.
The person is like, I think this is sound. I don't know. I don't even remember this. I know what you're like one. Well, I'm not. So, I hope not. Not I. So, go ahead.